there. You've caught me just as I was cooking dinner. Tonight, we're going to cook a meal from Martha and Marley Spoon meal delivery service. So this is what we're going to make tonight. Pan-fried gnocchi. Sounds delicious. It's a vegetarian option. And sounds like it's going to have mushrooms, creamy cheese, all the things that I love. So here is the bag of stuff. And the only thing I need to provide is kosher salt and ground pepper and olive oil. I've got both of those things. Baby spinach, pine nuts, baby bella mushrooms, a lemon, potato gnocchi, 2 of those. Need Parmesan and mascarpone. That is in the fridge. Mascarpone, Parmesan. Alright, so instead of grating the garlic, I'm just going to go ahead and use a garlic press. To me, that's just about the same thing. I mean, it makes it really, really fine. So I've got the garlic in a bowl. Now I need to grate the lemon zest. I've got a great little tool for that. A little zester / grater. It's got a couple different sizes. This would be like for cheese or chocolate. This is for like ginger. A lot of times I'll use that, and this would be perfect for lemon zest. You only want to do one pass because you only want that beautiful bright yellow. You don't want really any of that white. So you can see how much I got, and I can just turn it, put it in the bowl. Okay, that's about a teaspoon. They want a teaspoon of zest and 2 teaspoons of the juice. So we'll go ahead and juice it. I'm going to go ahead and juice it in here first, just in case I get any seeds. Alright, that's actually about 2 teaspoons. So we've got the garlic, the lemon zest, the lemon juice, and all of the mascarpone. Yum, 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 yum. Okay. So if you've never tried mascarpone, it's kind of a fantastic cheese because it can be used sweet or savory. If you've ever had tiramisu, you've probably had mascarpone. Look, it smells like a cream cheese. Look how creamy that is. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, there's the mascarpone. Obviously, this is what it looks like right now. You don't want to go too crazy because it'll just slosh all over the place. I'm going to kind of give it a little smush up. Now, I'm going to add that water. Now it's loosening up a little bit. I don't really have to hold the bowl so much. Pinch of salt. Pinch of pepper. Okay. Okay, so that's step 1. Well, that's almost all of step 1. We're going to set this aside. And then we are going to grate the Parmesan and trim the stems of the mushrooms. Alright, so I get to use my fun grater again. And it says finely grated, so this is going to take me forever, but here's all the Parmesan that I have to grate. These are called Powerful Snacks. I guess you can buy them as like a snack cube. And I have to be honest, I really just want to eat this whole thing. But I'm gonna put it aside. I'm gonna cook with it. I'm not gonna just eat it. So it always pays to read the directions. I only needed 2 Parmesans and there were 3. So I had some for stacking, which is very exciting. And that's how much Parmesan I got. Some people don't wash their mushrooms, some people do. I'm a do wash because, guys, these are grown in compost, so I don't really want any of that in my body. So I'm gonna wash these and I'll be right back. Alright guys, the mushrooms are washed. I'm gonna trim these ends. Okay. And I'm gonna also just check for any rotten spots. So while I was washing them, I noticed that some of them were a little rotten. You definitely, even if you're gonna wash your mushrooms, you don't want to get them too wet. I know that sounds stupid, and I'm washing them, of course they're gonna get wet, but they will just continue to soak up that water. See, this one, I don't know. I don't think we can salvage it. So this one's just gonna go bye-bye. Okay, mushrooms sliced. Step 1 complete. All right, we are gonna toast our pine nuts. The light is streaming through my fig bush and it's making these weird patterns on my face, so sorry about that. We are going to toast the pine nuts in a large, dry, non-stick pan. Well, my non-stick pan is not dry right now. It's actually in the sink. So let's see what I've got. So I'm gonna use this saucepan to toast my pine nuts. So here's my pine nuts getting ready to get toasty. It's on about medium heat. And the pan hasn't really warmed up yet. You don't ever need oil to toast nuts because the nuts have their own oil in there. But once the pan heats up, you do want to kind of keep it moving, and you can either swirl them or stir them. I kind of like to just swirl them around. And you'll know they're done because you'll be able to smell them. And also the color will start to change. Obviously they'll get a little bit brown and toasty. Okay, they're getting really fragrant and they're starting to get a little toasted. I'll turn the heat down just a bit. Transfer to small bowl. Got it. In the same skillet, I will be sauteing my mushrooms. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And why you need a little bit more oil for mushrooms is that they soak up a lot of oil. Just like if you leave them in the water, they'll soak up the water, they'll soak up the oil. They're super spongy, and that's why they soak up any flavor. So they're amazing. They're, especially in vegetarian food, they're like super, a really good substitute for meat. So I've got my mushrooms, steaming hot mushrooms, cooked them down in a saute pan with some oil, seasoned with salt and pepper. Oh my goodness, so delicious. All right, step 3, we're gonna pan fry some gnocchi. Now I did change pans. They say to use the same pan. That pan wasn't big enough to do a huge batch of gnocchi, and also if I have to sear stuff, I want it in my cast iron. So I've got my cast iron heating up. Carefully add gnocchi to skillet in 1 layer, gently breaking apart any that are stuck together. Yeah, they're stuck together. Okay. We're gonna cook it until the undersides are kind of like a nutty brown. I normally do not suggest you reach your hand into a hot pan, but these have not really had a chance to heat up that much yet. So no worries. So that is 1 whole package right there. Oh, it's not. That is one whole package right there. Okay, they're starting to soften up. All right, these guys have been cooking for about 3 minutes. Starting to get nice and toasty and puffy and oily. They kind of look like little grubs, but hey, that's okay. They're delicious potato grubs. All right, these are looking good. Oh no, they're going everywhere. Help. All right, time for the second batch. Really did need that 3 tablespoons of oil, so I'm gonna do that. Definitely wanna kind of be in and out with your hands once it's so hot. Oh my goodness. Guys, what's Italian for stay? Jeez Louise. Yeah, so I'm gonna use a bowl. All right, now we're gonna wilt some spinach. Unfortunately, I had to change pans again because they want you to put everything back in the pan all together with the sauce, and I just knew that my cast iron was not going to be big enough for all of that. Alright, so I'm stirring the gnocchi, spinach, and mushrooms together. Remember our beautiful mascarpone, garlic, lemon sauce? Oh my goodness. It actually thickened way up by sitting there. It's like a little thicker than it was before. So now we just coat the gnocchi with the sauce. And now this is all completely off the heat. And remember, I just changed the pan. So actually the pan is cold, which is not ideal, but we'll see if all the ingredients can just heat up the sauce. Okay. Half of the Parmesan. So here we go, Parmesan. I'd say that's about half. We're just kind of carefully mixing at this point. We don't need to stir vigorously except to break up the spinach. My goodness. Big spinach clods. I think next time I would probably chop the spinach so it's in smaller pieces. And yeah, actually the sauce is getting fairly warm. Let's give this bad boy a taste. Woo! It's garlicky. Yeah, it needs more salt. For sure. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna plate this bad boy up and we'll show you the finished product. Alright guys, so here's the finished product. Got the gnocchi with mushrooms and sauteed spinach, finished with some toasted pine nuts and Parmesan cheese. It looks delicious and I cannot wait to try it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell so that you always get notified when we release a new one. It's not always cooking. We do a lot of just kind of random stuff really now that we're not allowed to travel as much, but leave a comment down below. Have you tried a meal subscription? What did you think? We're gonna do a review. This is our 3rd week, so we're gonna give a review of Martha and Marley Spoon, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. So I wanted to review our meal, but the camera battery was dying, so I had to do a quick outro, but I wanted to tell you guys what we thought of the meal tonight and in general what we think about the Martha and Marley Spoon meal delivery.
Yeah.
So how did you like tonight's meal, the gnocchi with mascarpone cheese?
Very nice, very good, very creamy. I guess if you have gnocchi, it's hard to, with cheese, it's going to be really, I mean, it's not hard to mess up, but I mean, it's really delicious.
It was so good. I put a little bit extra garlic in, so it was really garlicky, which I like, and creamy, but not super rich like a fettuccine Alfredo, okay? So I think the mascarpone with the water kind of made a creamy but light sauce.
Yeah.
And then the pine nuts were a great finish. So it was super easy to make, as you saw. There wasn't a lot of real cooking technique that you had to have.
Right, and that seems to be the thing with a lot of the Marley and Martha meals, is there's not a lot of technique, and they're all pretty simple that even I can do them.
Yeah, that's the great thing about the meal delivery is it's got the instructions. Even he can do it, and he does not cook, so that is kind of awesome. But it is cheaper than HelloFresh, which we had been getting.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's easier. I think it's just easier to make. There's fewer ingredients. HelloFresh always seemed to have a lot of ingredients, so
Which is good too.
yeah. I mean, I love HelloFresh's flavor profiles. I thought they were a little more complex than Marley Spoon, but sometimes you just want like straightforward. Especially after a busy day, you don't want to have to do a ton of stuff. So overall, I would give 7 out of 10 for tonight's meal, and I would do a 7 out of 10 overall for the meals that we've tried so far.
Yeah.
So, and we're not. This is not a sponsored video. It's just our honest opinion, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Don't forget to subscribe and stay adventurous. We'll see you soon. Bye.